Hello everyone, this is CoolPro195 and welcome to part 2 of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy for the PlayStation 4, and in this part we are starting off with the second island of Up the Creek. And another thing I forgot to showcase is the pause menu, which is really awesome. And they used the pause menu for the first game this time, and for each game they have their own type of pause menu. Well, they have their own designated design for the pause menu anyway, and as you can see, I'm now at 21% in the game. So anyways, moving on to Up the Creek. It's like the harder counterpart of Upstream, and in this one we don't actually have to backtrack. This is the first level of the second island, and here's the stone where we actually go on top of where the clock is. But yeah, anyways. Analog's also been kind of finicky. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a chance that all these parts are not going to be uploaded on the same day. I've been recording them all in like the first day. Well, not all of them obviously, it's just, what do you call it? I've just been, well, what I'm currently doing right now is what I'm meant to say, is that I'm actually recording them one by one. But yeah, I'm just doing it as fast as possible. Alright. And they bring the monkeys back as well. The ripple effects. Well, good thing this is just a colored gem. Actually, good thing this is a clear gem, so it doesn't matter what happens. Alright, moving on. Another thing I forgot to mention is that they also changed the plants as well. Holy crap. I jumped way too early there. Okay. Speedrun strat. Basically, in the originals, the red ones used to be the ones that open and close all the time. Actually, no, it was the one with the... They were both red in the original, I believe, but it was just their leaves, their vines were different. The one that kept on opening and closing in the original was the one with the darker vines. But the one with the... what do you call it? The one with the brighter vines, the one with the green vines, were the ones that only closed when you stood on top of them. And it's kind of the same case here, but they changed the one that keeps on closing from red to purple. It's interesting because in the comeback trailer, I remember seeing this much brighter because obviously it was much earlier build. Over here, we're gonna have to jump onto this iron crate and then wait for the leaves to come up. Oh man, the rippling effect is so much better. And also another thing that I actually forgot to mention about these levels in particular is the depth of the music in the level. It's actually the depth. They've actually enhanced the depth of the music. It's not just a, you know, it's not just kind of like a bass line on top. It's, they pretty much add more drums into it as well, instead of just, you know, the same old signature beat to it. Alright, that's 2 Torna tokens out of the way. And yeah, this second island, I gotta say, is gonna be an even bigger challenge, especially for Sane Trilogy, in comparison to the first island. So yeah, now that we have the third Torna icon, let's move on to the bonus round. God, I'm still loving all these aesthetics here. And yeah, the ones that I've done before, you're gonna see me replaying some of them, because obviously I'm gonna have to backtrack some of the levels, and like I said in the previous part, I was just showcasing them for the sake of showcasing them, because just to see this come back, I'm really happy to see this come back. And Cortex steals your girl again. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that every time I complete a bonus round for Torna. Alright, that's that out of the way. It's a good thing there's no penalty. Oh, fuck. I was thinking I could have actually made that, but then at the same time, in the mechanics there is a bit of input lag for the controls, so yeah, and with that, we have the gem. And what do you know, I actually collected the gem just by landing right next to it. Shows how much of a big hitbox it has. But yeah, that's officially upgrade complete with the gem. We're still yet to get our first key, but that's upcoming in Sunset Vista. Which is still in the second island, but is miles away. Well, it's not that far away. Okay, now for the second boss fight of the game, Ripperoo, and as you can see, Coco can't enter because the Crash 1 boss fights are designated for Crash Bandicoot to play in. They sort of changed it quite a bit in a way, but it looks so much better. You can see like the hills in the background, which is so sick in this intro cutscene. And the big TNT crates actually look much bigger than before. Oh, come on. That blew up in time. Thank fuck for that. Okay, I went on there too early. Okay, that's gonna blow up too late if I go there. Alright. Fuck. There's another issue with the controls. It's like... Actually, no, it's not really the controls. It's like the amount of time the big TNT crates actually take to explode. The big TNT crates actually take a longer amount of time to explode in comparison to the original, which I pretty much sort of find cringeworthy in a way. Yes. Oh, that could have potentially gotten a third go. If that was the original, that would have actually happened. But yeah. I actually like the original in the way, and also, as you noticed by Ripperoo's laugh, it isn't that stock sound effect anymore that you hear from Lady and the Tramp, like they did in the original. Oh man, Ripperoo's death animation for this boss fight, where he falls off. Ha, Ripperooned. Gotta love that pun there. And with that being done, that's the Ripperoo boss fight complete. I love the music. Especially the remastered music, oh my fucking god. I mean, some of them can be questionable in a sense, but yeah, that's just the way it is. And now here we are, people with the Lost City, and this is the first level we actually earn a color gem in. Now this is one that I really have to watch out for, because in terms of getting the boxes, this is one of the levels that I really shouldn't be dying at all, because if you get in order to earn a color gem in Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy, for Crash Bandicoot 1, you're gonna have to complete the game. I mean, you're gonna have to complete the level with like all the boxes without dying at all. Because if you do, you'll see like an animation. You'll see like a screen saying nearly perfect, but you died. And Crash is like just standing there with his arms crossed. We have the bats. Am I able to spin the bat? Yes, I am. I was gonna say, it's just more precision now because of the new mechanics. Dun 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 dun. It's nostalgic music. I especially gotta watch out for the platforming, because, oh man, those bridges are kind of partially what I'm dreading. And if you take a look at the water, it's actually much brighter than it is in the original. Because in the original, as you notice, the water is actually near pitch black. Whereas over here, it's actually blue. It's turquoise if anything. Okay. I'm just gonna tread really carefully here. Let me see if they have an Aku Aku up here. Yes, they still have it. Alright. I know this might be a stupid tactic, but let me see if I can get the life up there. Yes, I got the life. Come to think of it, it's actually much easier to spin the bats away now. I mean, you can actually spin these bats into each other, which is actually really interesting. I mean, they're making this shit so much easier, but in some sense they're making it harder at the same time, but the only reason why it's harder is because of the mechanics. Okay, that's the first Brio token, and yeah, we gotta get all the boxes in the bonus round as well, let's not forget that. Still got that speed. Fuck. Gotta climb that. Now what I gotta say about the music of Velocity and also Sunset Vista is that, whoa, shit, I did not expect that to happen. It was like, I jumped literally all the way to the left, and then he went right past that fucking crate. You see, this is how they changed the mechanics, you literally gotta get everything precise. There, now I got it. Well, I was not fucking expecting that. Like, even in the original, like, I held the left analog stick way far to the left. I mean, not the analog stick, you never played the analog stick on the original. Oh, there's the Brio bonus round. Funny how they place it there instead of inside there when the third Brio token is actually inside that area. Span that son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah, it'd be more convenient if that was there. And also what I gotta say about the music is that they made it more dark and sinister in a sense, but at the same time, it sounds a little brighter. If you get what I mean. I mean, the levels kind of have brighter aesthetics to them. Well, aesthetics or aesthetics, however you want to put it. But anyways, moving on to the Brio bonus round. Nitrous Brio. Okay. Let's see if I can actually make it on top. Okay, that fucked up. Well, that's my first death in the bonus round for the Let's Play, but good thing we can re-enter. Whoa. Okay, that was fuckery. I jumped too early, but you know, some of this shit happening is to be expected, so yeah, at the same time, it's not exactly like the original. And you're gonna see like even more to how it's different when we actually get to Road to Nowhere in the High Road. Okay, so presumably I'm gonna have to... Okay, that's how I'm gonna do it. Because in the original, you could instantly jump on top of a box crate instead of accidentally landing on top of a bottom TNT crate, which is actually more convenient. Alright, let's make a move. There, got that. That was so close. There, got all the boxes. And with that being done, that's the Brio bonus round complete for the Lost City. Okay, now let's try and do this. Now, the key thing to get past a bridge like this is to land directly in the middle, because as you can see, if you land on the side, the bridge will tip over. And the longer you hold your position there, the longer it's gonna take. And well, my heart rate fucking increased when I fucking went back there just to demonstrate that even. Okay, let's do this. Okay, now, especially over here, timing is key. You really don't want to push yourself over. You really don't want to get yourself knocked off. I mean, I know there's a strat to get past these three, but I really want to get past this in one sitting. I don't want to have to redo this level entirely just so I can get the colored gem. Because we actually need the green gem in order to backtrack. Like I mentioned in the previous part, we need the green gem from the Lost City in order to backtrack to unlock that secret area in Jungle Rollers, which is level 2 on the first island. So yeah, I'm really gonna time myself here. Okay, let's not make us any sudden movements. And some people are right when they say like these bonus round portals are actually placed in really awkward positions. They're not in like convenient places, but I appreciate the fact that we can actually replay them this time. Especially since they're making boxes mandatory in the bonus rounds for Crash 1. It only makes sense. Okay, I'm just gonna smash these by spinning. Whoa, shit. Alright. Whoa! First death in the Torna bonus round now. Hey, what'd you know? Oh fuck, I hope that isn't the case in the entire level. I hope that doesn't count for the level, because if it does, I'm gonna be pissed. Alright, let's do this. Let's see where this gets us. Let's hope I get the colored gem. It's probably in the level, but if it's in the bonus round, then perhaps, you know, then that's an even bigger piss take. I mean, in a way, it actually kills the point of making the checkpoints being able to save, but it only partially kills the point because this issue only applies to colored gems and not to clear gems. Alright, let's be extra careful here. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this shit. Got it! And they still automatically break. Nice. Alright. And what do you know? Thank fuck. It's only the level that you shouldn't die in. And here we have it, the glorious green gem. And the green gem actually looks really sick in Crash 1 over here. I'm not gonna lie. He knocks it out of his ear. Alright. Now, as I mentioned before, we're now gonna backtrack to Jungle Rollers in order to unlock the first secret area. And then we can actually get the box gem in Jungle Rollers. So yeah, let's backtrack all the way. Let's backtrack all the way to level 2 to get the box gem. And now it's showing time trial records. Actually, I'm not sure if they were showing that before. I wasn't exactly paying attention, but yeah. Anyways, it's moving on back to Jungle Rollers. Our first ever revisit in Insane Trilogy. Okay, I'm just gonna do this shit fast. And yeah, it's not really a necessity to collect the clock, although it is nice because... Oh yeah, but then it locks the bonus round, so it'd be pointless collecting the clock, because obviously you need the bonus rounds this time in order to get the box gem for Crash 1, just like it was originally for Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3. Alright, don't know why I keep on hitting my pop filter, but alright, let's move. Dun, dun, dun. And here we have it, the green gem platform that I've unlocked by getting the green gem in the Lost City. And interestingly enough, we actually got a trophy as well, a hidden gem. And yeah, I also forgot to mention that I do plan to get all trophies in this game within this Let's Play, so yeah. It's gonna be an insane adventure. And what's interesting is that in the demo of Crash Bandicoot 1 for the PS1, this green gem path is already unlocked. Because I remember like playing it on the demo disc that actually came with the original PS1 PAL copy. There was the Autumn and Christmas Releases demo disc that you get. And the first demo included within that is Crash Bandicoot 1. And yeah, I still got it. I still managed to do that without exploding any of the TNT crates, like a boss. Cool Pro 195ers, still got the skills, motherfucker. Okay, back into the bonus round. Okay, time for round 2 for the insane bonus round. Piss easy as usual. This is literally the easiest bonus round in the history of Crash Bandicoot bonus rounds. It's as piss easy as drinking water. Yeah, bitches. Got the gem. Another thing that I clocked is that they removed that second plant enemy from the end of Jungle Rollers, which is sort of interesting. I mean, in the original that was probably a mistake, but I don't know for sure. I don't know whether it was a mistake in the original or whether they actually removed that on purpose for Insane Trilogy, but you know. I mean, it is what it is, and you know, I'm still happy for what Vicarious Visions have done. I appreciate the work that they've done, and yeah, don't worry, Coco. I'll be playing as you soon enough. Come to think of it, I'm actually sort of getting used to this inverted look. This inverted, like, perspective for the time trial. Not time trial, like, for the second island. Alright, now time to go into Temple Ruins. And thank fuck, this is only a clear gem, so, yeah. Then again, this is one of the easy levels for me. Well, it was hard to begin with, not gonna lie. Alright, here we go. Wow, okay, that's a piss take. You can't actually walk past those fucking spikes. Like those spikes that just come out of the wall, out of nowhere, when the game pulls a fucking Tomb Raider. Okay, come on. Let's do this. Oh yeah, man's on it. Dun, da, 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 da. Yeah, I sincerely apologise for not letting you guys enjoy part of this music, but, you know, invincibility is a definite requirement. Oh, and I like the aspect, I like the whole concept of the fact that you can actually see through those closing doors that are behind Crash whenever you're in front of them. Like, as soon as you reach them. Whenever you're in front of them, they actually become, in front of them, they actually become see-through. Gotta avoid these burning pots of fire as well. Alright, let's move on. Oh, that was close. Aku Aku. Alright, and this trailer of Wumpa Fruits leads to a secret area over here, which they have more boxes, and it's actually very cleverly hidden for those who are actually very new to the game. But some people are probably wondering, why are those Wumpa Fruit floating above, like, mid-air? Why are those Wumpa Fruit, like, floating above somewhere that can't be accessed? But then when you walk over it, ta-da! It's a secret area. Alright. Anyways, moving on. Yeah. Well, I know a trick where you can actually jump from that spinning platform to this platform that I'm standing on right now, but I didn't want to do that at this point because, you know, I just want to showcase everything. I'm not really, like, doing this let's play to showcase any skills. I'm doing this to showcase the gameplay through my perspective. But yeah, everyone has their own perspective. And yeah, playing this on the PS4 Pro is fucking amazing. The fact that it's, like, developed at 4K, even though I'm not playing this in 4K due to my capture card. But yeah, and it still looks fucking amazing. Oh yeah, and they placed the gem before these doors this time, and I lost a fucking Aku Aku because of those bats over there. But yeah, and now we're 30% complete with a clear gem. Alright. Dun, da, 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 dun. Yeah, Jaws of Darkness is the harder counterpart of Temple Ruins, but that's in the next island, so in the third island we'll be able to, we'll see how hard that's gonna be. But yeah, anyways, now Road to Nowhere. Pretty much one of the levels that actually defines the physics and mechanics of the controls, like the brand new mechanics that they used for Crash 1 in Insane Trilogy. Like, pretty much what they did is that they carried over, like, the controls and the mechanics from Crash 2 and 3 to Crash Bandicoot 1. As you obviously noticed, he has this animation of where he actually moves. He's not standing still and just looking left to the right. Ah, I love this music. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna test I'm gonna put to the test to see whether you can still walk over those little platforms, because I remember in the original people were making it harder than it used to be when I accidentally landed on top of one of those small platforms. But yeah, you're gonna see the physics. Wow, walking on the ropes is actually harder as well. I'm only gonna be putting this stuff to the test here. Okay, I should not have jumped. Well, then again, I got a shit ton of lives, so... Okay, I should really stop doing that. Okay, fuck that shit. Okay, now that was way too early. 69 lives. And I still got that. Alright. Let's do this. That is the first Torna icon. The hog, fuck. Yeah, you can't kill the hogs in this. And there's no life up there like in the original. Okay, I don't know how the fuck that fucked up, but alright then. There we go. The rope mechanic still works, but it's more finicky. Now these ice platforms actually look like proper ice now, because in the original they looked really bright. Well, okay, I landed on the fucking edge there. Okay. Whoa, okay, that was really close. That was a very close encounter with a hog there. Wow, piss take alert. But I gotta say, like, with the music, they've added more depth to the music for these bridge levels as well. It sort of adds more to the suspense in a sense, but you know. Fuck, man, I did not see that fucking hog approaching. Alright. Let's see if I can... That fucking hog is making me... Okay, so it turns out we can't actually walk between planks this time. We can't actually walk between, like, only... between those single gaps that actually separate the planks. Now we actually have to go. Fuck. Hang on, I think it's because of the momentum. Yeah, it's definitely the momentum. It's the momentum of the physics from the second and third game that have actually changed for the first game, because you see in the original there's already automatic momentum added whenever you play Crash 1. Like whenever you're moving or jumping, there's already momentum added, which makes the jumping easier to get across to the platforms, especially since they've all been separated. Fuck, yeah, I had to put that shit to the test as well. Okay, now we definitely know for sure not to walk in between those planks. Oh, fuck. Man, if this is gonna be such a piss take, imagine how the fucking high road is gonna be. The high road. My god, that is gonna be brutal in comparison to this. Oh, and there's the red gem platform, which takes you to that cryptic area. That cryptic area inside, for fuck's sake. Nearly to the checkpoint. But yeah. And you need to get the red gem in slippery climb in order to unlock that red gem platform. So yeah, anyways. Here goes. I mean, it's kind of like in Oddworld New and Tasty, but AAA remastered for Oddworld New and... for Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. In a sense. Like, the momentum is different, the mechanics are different. You know, it makes you scared to jump, in a sense. It makes your heart pump like twice as fast as it did in the original. Well, at least I got that checkpoint now. That's at least that worry over. Dun 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 dun. For fuck's sake. Alright, alright. Let's get through this shit. There we go. Yeah, the reason why there's not any added momentum is because, as you see, Crash stops when you actually stop holding the directional button or the analog stick wherever you move. But I'm using the D-pad now because you're actually meant to use the D-pad for Crash 1 anyway. And yeah, I'll go in the bonus round for the sake of showcasing it. I know people see it as pointless, but you know, yeah. Let me see if I can jump around this. No, I can't. Sucks that they're still not locked into 2D in a sense, but you know. Alright, it's the bonus round complete. Really easy to do. Alright, back to the main level. Oh yeah, this is where the momentum really plays its part. What? I swear I jumped on top of the fucking turtle. Man, the positioning is off. There we fucking go. I also noticed that when you bounce on the turtle, it doesn't go boom wapa like the sound effect. It just goes boom. Okay, well obviously I left it too long. Alright, now let's bounce on here. I don't want to make this part too long. Now I'm gonna have to hold the button. I'm gonna have to hold the directional pad in order to get there. Because, as I mentioned before, the momentum is different. It's not like in the original Crash 1, but they fixed that in Crash 2 and 3, so now they made the controls more tighter than they did in the original. It's like now they're really testing the abilities of the OG players back in the day. It's like they're really making us look like old timers now. Oh yeah, and you guys see that trail of Wumpa Fruit? That trail of Wumpa Fruit in front of the portal, right? That is another secret area that you actually have to, you know, get across. I can't remember whether you needed the gem or not. Presumably you do, but maybe I'm wrong. I just haven't played it in ages. I haven't played the original in ages, but I do remember most of it. Alright, moving on to Boulder Dash. The second and final boulder level in Crash Bandicoot 1. Back to uncharted territory, people. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna keep making that pun, but we're gonna revisit this level again anyway because we need the purple gem in order to unlock that secret area at the end of this level. And that's like near the end of Crash Bandicoot 1. So yeah. Another thing I actually forgot to mention about Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy in terms of level design is that in the jungle levels in particular, you can actually see much more, but you can actually see much more scenery in the background as well as just the native ones. I mean, it looks like there's much more in the background as well than just in like the whole gameplay, just in the gameplay field of the level itself. You actually see a lot more in the background. Because like in the original, at some points, you'd see some areas which are kind of like pitch black. Like the areas are not filled in, presumably due to the PS1's limitations at the time. But now over here they actually filled that in, and also partially the lighting actually makes up for that in a sense. God, this is amazing. I love the fucking native tribal vibe to these dash stages because of the music and everything. It's sort of reminding me of that dash stage in Totem Hokum in Totem Hokum from Crash to Insanity, where those native guys chase you, but over here instead it's a boulder. Oh, and there's that didgeridoo right there. Alright. God, I remember in the originals as well where the boulder used to get dangerously close to you. I mean, this is kind of dawning on me now since it sort of seems close, but in comparison it's still not that close as it was in comparison to the original. Because I remember in the original, especially if you play the American version, which is like the true original version, the boulder is actually so close to you, it's risky as fuck to know whether you're actually going to make it across even a section of the level, let alone the entire level, without getting hit by the boulder. And that was a real piss take back then, because obviously, as us OG players from back in the 90s would know, that obviously, as I mentioned before, the box gem, you actually have to complete a level with all the boxes without even dying once. But thank fuck they changed that now. And now people are moving on to Sunset Vista, which is the first level which is actually the first level that we collect the key. Which is actually, and it's also the first level that we actually go into a Cortex bonus round as well. Hint, one, I like that on the loading screen, that hint, one old school controls. Try the directional buttons. Yeah, that's literally what I'm fucking doing right now. Like, I'm using the directional buttons because it's more, you know, they're actually, I'm accustomed to playing with the directional buttons for the PS1. And I noticed when you bounce on that crate, you actually go past it this time, in comparison to the original. And yeah, it looks much brighter than it does in the original. Again, not a complaint, it's just a minor observation. Although the music does pretty much fit this music pretty much in a way sort of fits the original more because of how dark it is in comparison. Whereas over here they actually made it look much brighter. And everyone knew the original Crash Bandicoot to be like a really like dark game. Well, not dark as Dark Souls, but you know, pretty much the difficulty in terms of Insane Trilogy in terms of difficulty is pretty much like Dark Souls, so yeah. Okay, made that. I got that one fruit as well. Alright, let's move. Dun, 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 dun. Although what kind of makes up for it is that you can see much more in the background as well. Like, you actually see like a meadow in the background. Well, not exactly a meadow, but just pretty much basically a forest in the background filled with trees, which is actually what I like. I love how much detail there is in this. And also the stones on the wall, they look like they're actually shining in a sense. But maybe that's because of the graphics. Maybe that's like originally because of the graphics, but I'm not entirely sure. And I just clocked there's a bit of latency collecting that Wumpa fruit up there. Like whenever you spin the bat, that Wumpa fruit just, it goes to the counter like a few seconds after it spawns. Oh, that was so close, I nearly pushed off. Alright, speaking of which, in the original, like if you jump off those three pillars that push you off, and then you land here, you can actually clip through this platform and land into the water. This platform that I'm standing on right now, you can actually clip right through it. Which is complete and total fuckery. Oh, and those are the platforms that actually sink in only when you jump on top of them. Alright, come on. Whoa, okay, that was a close call. Nearly got my ass burnt. Nearly got my fucking ass burnt. Right. Alright, let's make this. Okay, let's try and make it across this crate bridge. Okay, I'm pressing X as fast as I can, like I did in the original whenever I landed on top of these. Okay, that was a really close call. Because they look much faster than I remember them going in the original now. Alright. Let's do this. Man, I'm certainly gonna bang out Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy these few days, you know. Especially for the weekend. Holy fucking crap. That was complete and utter bullshit. I could have pissed easily landed on that, but you know, this game has a bunch of glitches. Like, a fuck ton. You don't even understand. Like, you're gonna see like other people's YouTube videos whenever they do this. Like, it's not just me, it's literally like everyone who's actually recording this is showcasing like the whole gameplay for what it is. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay, that was close. That was really close. Okay. I held the X button to actually jump at Crash's full extent and I still didn't fucking get there. Alright. Made it. Well, it's a good thing I don't have to get... It's a good thing you don't earn a color gem in this level, so yeah. To fucking hell with that. Okay, I need him in order to get that. Okay, they move slower than in the original, those guys do. Alright, got that Aqua crate. And here we have the first Cortex icon. The first Cortex token that we collect in the entire game. Alright. Oh, bollocks. Okay, that was bullshit. Complete and utter bullshit, if anything. That was a fucking piss take. Got that. Oh, sick. You can actually walk through these mini gaps as well. That is actually perfect for speedrunning. But at the same time, like, some of the speedrunning exploits are not there anymore simply because of the new mechanics of the controls. But because of the original level geometry, the original speedrunning exploits are actually still there. Some of them. Not all of them, just some of them. Okay, now I really gotta time this right. Okay, I definitely timed this right. Oh fuck. Okay, that was bullshit. Okay, I'm going through this gap right over here because it's much quicker. I also gotta say, this level actually really does live up to its name, Sunset Vista. There's actually a proper sunset here. Okay, what the fuck was that all about? Try and make this. And I wonder if I can make it back here. No, I can't. It blocks you off. Well, that's one speedrun strat out the window. Well, that wasn't originally a strat anyway, but it could have potentially been one. Alright, let's do this. Yes, made it that time. About fucking time as well. Torn the token. Now, another thing I clocked here is that they actually removed that iron crate. That you can bounce on top of your head whenever you have an invincibility. Oh shit. Okay, don't know why I fucking jumped there. Bad timing. But yeah, timing is key in these games. Just I made it across there in one go. Okay, I was pressing X, but there was fucking input lag due to the all because the fucking platform went in. Like, this is complete and utter bullshit. Although, good thing I don't have to suffer as much now, thanks to the punishing box count that they fixed. And now we access the Cortex bonus round over there. Now here we have it with the third Cortex icon, which means we now can can enter the Cortex bonus round for our first key. Oh, Cortex's theme is so fucking badass. It's proper badass. Okay. Alright, now that was much easier than it was in the original, and here we have our first key. Man, I can't wait to complete this. This is so sick. I can't believe I'm actually playing this right now. And here we have the third Torna bonus round. And originally we'd actually accessed the bonus round from here in the original game because there was no portals in the original. So whenever you collect the third icon, you'd immediately enter the bonus round. And now as you see, they put the Torna bonus round portal up here. Alright. But yeah, it's presumably pronounced Tawana, but you know, there's controversy between that. And that was a piss easy bonus round. Fucking Elgato. What the fuck? Alright people, I sincerely apologise about the fucking cut-off. Man, the fucking Elgato software sucks sometimes. Just fucking cut off in the middle of a part like you taking the piss. That's more editing for me. More editing for me. Didn't even showcase the full bonus round this time. What a cunt. Oh well. Well, you guys know how it works anyway. So yeah. Alright. Okay, that was fuckery. I'm near the end of the level anyway, so it's not much of a disappointment. What the? I spanned the fucking enemy? Whoa, okay, what the fuck was that all about? I'm just falling down for no reason. Man, these mechanics are bollocks. Okay. That was like one of the most pointless deaths in the history of deaths. It's so fucking cheap. Fuck this shit, man. Alright. Like, seriously, I spin the son of a cunt and I still... And even when I landed on the platform, I still fucking died. Like, I should already be past this right now, by now. You know, I'm just gonna stand here and wait for him to come. Then I'll jump onto there. There we go. Okay, my controller decided to fuck up. That's better. Finally. Alright people, now we got the gem for Sunset Vista. We leave with the gem and the key. And yeah, my controller fucked up then. Shit ton of input lag. And we also got our first key in the process, and we also got a trophy for that. Cortex's Crazed Contest, I mean, not context. This is mad. Well, good thing we're near the end of the island anyway. Yeah, that was my chair creaking. Okay, so we're not going into Kuala Kong yet, because the reason why we got this key is so we can actually unlock... What do you call it? So we can lock Whole Hog. So let's jump right in. Yeah, the Elgato is not really having a good day today, but... Oh well, let's jump into Whole Hog. Which is the harder counterpart of what you call it, Hog Wild. How the fuck am I forgetting the names? Like, seriously. Alright, yeah, this is gonna be much harder than Hog Wild was. Yeah, especially because of that, the physics. It's not just now I really got to position myself properly because... simply because of the mechanics, it's actually much... it's more complicated to actually control. Okay, I held X while I was bouncing, so what the fuck gives? Seriously? Alright. Well, that was kind of my fault because I jumped early, but yeah. Wow, I keep fucking making that same mistake because I'm so used to the original. Like, you could jump that early and still make it across because of the momentum. Like, the momentum, like, fires you up. Okay. Let's actually make it to a checkpoint. There, made it this time. What the fuck? Okay. I was so close. I can make this. Yes, I made it this time. Alright. Smashed all the crates in the process, thank fuck for that. Ugh, I took a massive breather there. I actually thought I was gonna hit that hog. Because, you know, the way they actually position them, it's fucking crazy. It's so insane. It's so intense. Alright. Just try and make the rest of it one piece at least. Okay, now I know not to jump over this from the original, and I missed that fucking crate, which means I have to kill myself. But yeah. It wouldn't be funny if I just killed myself with a native at the end of the portal, then just landed in. Actually, I don't remember if there's like a native at the end of this portal, but you know. Come on, we can do this. Okay, what the fuck? Hey, come on game, quit pissing about. Alright. Yes, got it that time. On that version of native at the end, but we got the gem in the process, thank fuck for that. I'm so relieved right now. For fuck's sake, is the same shit gonna happen again? People, I really don't know how many times I'm gonna have to apologise for this shitty bullshit of Elgato. I mean, they really need to fix their fucking software, seriously. It's taking the fucking piss that just keeps happening, but, you know. At least I actually completed this level now. Now I've only got one part. At least I've only got one more area to go for this now. That's Koala Kong, which is the third boss fight in the game. He likes to flex whenever he has an audience. Well, doesn't have an audience to begin with, so he's just flexing to himself. And the way they made him look, it looks like he proper skips leg day. Like, even in here. Like, it looks like his legs can't even support that amount of body weight. It's also sick how he can still spin the rocks. Oh yeah, the controls are also more finicky. It's sick how you can still, like, smash the rocks when you hit them, but whenever he throws them to you, whenever he chucks them at you, it's like, I don't know, you can't actually hit it back whenever he throws it at you straight away. You actually have to wait. I do like how they enhance more in the background. But what would be interesting is that, say like for a 100% completion, there could be like a bonus unlockable. You know how you complete Crash Bandicoot? You know how you complete Crash Bandicoot Free Warp to 100% and get the box gem, and like 105%, and then unlock Fake Crash in certain areas. It would be interesting if Fake Crash was actually, if you can actually see Fake Crash like dashing along on those minecarts over there, or at least one of the minecarts at some points in this boss fight while you're actually playing the boss fight. That would actually be really interesting to see. Well, now the lava over here actually looks much more like lava as well. And you can see like the burning effect to it and everything. It's not just as flat as you see in the PS1 version, as in like the original. Whoa, I nearly spanned the fucking T there. That was a close call. Alright, final hit. These rocks actually dissolve as well. Yes, I got him! He gets taken away in the fucking minecart. You got koala konged, bitch. Whew, now that's the second island over and done with. Okay, really interesting transition there now. Anyways, people, that's officially the second island complete, and that's part 2 complete with, you know, bits of fuck-ups here and there, and along with Elgato Game Capture software fuckery, but apart from that, this is a fun part to record, and I'm finally glad to be done with the second island for now. But there's further challenges that await on the third island, which we're on right now. So anyways, that's officially part 2 over. See you lot in part 3, where I begin to tackle off where we start off with heavy machinery on the third island. So feel free and be sure to subscribe, like or rate, however you want to put it. Comment below to leave feedback, and or share it with your friends and family, whoever they may be. So with that being the case, see you lot in part 3 of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy. Laters everyone, peace out.